Okay, Sophia just tried to accuse me of having a heavy period, which I think is really not girl of her and like really unfair.
Chill.
And it's like, maybe I do. So what? Maybe it's just like, but my period's like literally 3 days long.
Okay. And guess what? Periods are already unpredictable enough. I need a product that I can trust every single time.
Yeah. And that's why we use Kora tampons, because they're comfortable and they work. And they're made from 100% cotton, so you don't have to worry about like chlorine or fragrances or dyes or any weird stuff that gets into your body that way.
Exactly. And they gently expand to absorb from all angles so you can feel protected no matter what. Even you, Yvette.
Okay, and I feel like really targeted by that, and I feel like you're really coming after me, but they do have a range of absorbencies.
Mhm.
So like sometimes when I have a light period, which does happen.
Sure.
Or sometimes I have a heavy day.
Yeah.
And so do you.
Yes.
You're a woman.
And guess what? We love Kora.
We love Kora, and they have a wide range of tampon sizes, and they're all comfortable and they all work, and it's whatever.
And right now, you can get 15% off of Kora by using our little code POD15 at Kora.life. That's POD15
at Kora.life.
We've always said that.
I'm freaking out.
And we've always said that.
You're sick in the head.
We've always said that.
Aiden, I love you. I wanted you to have a part of me.
And we've always said that.
Relationships. You know that song?
Here's my thing about feels like a toddler. She's like, let me show you this
trick.
Get a
word in.
Let me show you this trick, and then it's nothing, and then it's literally like, what are you doing?
You know what we need to bring back?
What?
Having performances done in the living room.
Talent shows.
Yeah.
Did you do that as a kid?
That's all I did.
Yeah, that's all I did.
All I did
So much fun.
as a child was try to make others laugh.
Why?
And now I do
Wait,
it.
why do you think that was?
Oh, because I was a hilarious kid.
Oh, it was just because you were funny. It wasn't because you were trying to like get attention or fill a void. I was thinking maybe there was a psychological component.
Don't do that right now.
Why not? I'm doing both feet on the table. Okay. This is the
I feel right. For those of you who are listening, our
kind of missing
Tootsie
out
Toes
'cause
are on the table.
socked up. We got protection on.
Hey, you're actually so lucky. You caught me on a good day. I have matching socks on today.
Do you not usually?
No.
Okay.
I never.
Wait, that's such a fun
fatal.
fact.
That's my fatal flaw. Ask any person who's ever dated me. That's like kind of like a sickening flaw that they all have against
She's
me.
a 10, but she doesn't wear matching socks.
She's a 10, but she will not wear. This is sort of like against my will today.
Okay. Is that because you're not like folding them and putting them away and doing the matching, or where does that happen in the process?
I don't really know. I think it just happens and it's like they all have a mind of their own. Or I think there's like a Family Guy episode where or maybe there's not. Maybe this is just in my head. And there's like
This
sock
is a Family
thief.
Guy dream you had? Okay, continue.
There's like a sock thief in my drawer or in like my laundry basket. And then he eats them. He's like,
Is that a Family Guy episode?
Is it? It could be.
I'll get on the Googles right now.
Yeah, we
It
haven't
could
been
be.
fact checking ourselves enough on the pod. I feel like we should try. We should try that.
I've been obsessing over Haim's new song, Relationships.
Okay, when did it come out?
Probably the other day.
Release radar, Fia.
Fucking relationships.
You know what's funny is that you showed me this song moments ago, and that doesn't sound like the song to me.
And you know what else I had moments ago?
Hit me.
A tummy ache.
Yeah, how's that going?
The microphone sitting on my belly right now is helping in a way.
Oh,
Sometimes
pressure?
Pressure actually does help.
The thought of that makes me.
No, I had Joe in the Juice today, and let me tell you something.
You texted me the second you said I had Joe in the Juice. I went, oh no. Never. What the hell? I will. Okay, here's something about me. Hate that place. I hate Joe in the Juice. And what the hell are they doing over there? I've had the most undrinkable, inedible comedy. They're serving cardboard and gasoline. I don't know what they're doing.
Remember last episode when you kind of went off rails?
Yeah.
It's happening again.
I feel like you guys were, I feel like Can I say my half of that?
Sure. And then I got to continue with my story
With
about
the
Joe
rest
and
of
the
your Joe and the
Juice.
Juice.
Drop it.
I feel like you guys overreacted.
Mm,
No?
mm.
It was bad?
I don't know. You kind of went somewhere else.
I don't think it was a bad thing that you did what
No,
you
no,
did, but like it was measurably different. It was.
But I know you're really passionate and all, but
Yeah.
I've had.
I know you're really passionate. Okay, keep going.
But I've heard only good things about the what is it?
No, the
Chris?
tuna melt.
The tunacado. The
The
tunacado.
tunacado. Have you had it?
No.
Okay.
So everyone
I will never try it. Sorry, continue.
everyone I work with at Now This, they're like, the tunacado, the tunacado.
And that says really bad things about them. Sorry, Now This, I love you guys.
Chill.
What? I'm saying
It's
I'm
my
questioning your...
workmates.
No, I love you guys, and I've met you guys all, and I love what you're doing, and I'm going to be honest, that's a red flag. Keep going.
So I got the tunacado.
What if
because-
they start beefing back
Yeah,
with you?
you know
They
what,
should
guys? I'll
clap
shut the
back.
fuck up.
They should
I'll
clap
just
back
be
at
quiet.
me. No, Fia,
If you
no,
want
sorry.
something-
I'm just commentating. Keep going.
So
And another. No, sorry. Keep going.
so I got the tunacado because
Yeah.
I had some time to kill. And I usually don't do this. I don't just get a sandwich from anywhere. But I did it because everyone said with flying colors, tunacado, tunacado.
Yeah, I gotta.
Not Yvette, but I didn't care to ask. So then
Yeah.
I get the tunacado. I'm sitting in Joe and the Juice. And I'm like, wow, this is good. This is delish, sure.
How does it stack up to other tuna-based sandwiches? you've had?
Nowhere near.
Thank you.
But I was leaving and I went into Urban Outfitters and it was that moment of panic that hit.
A little rumble.
a little
big
rumble,
rumble?
and a sweat coming down my left temple. And I thought to myself, I gotta get out of here. There are no bathrooms. And
Not
guess
in
what?
Urban.
Every employee there would make me feel awful
For
if, for
asking.
God forbid, I did anything on that floor.
Take a shit on the floor. You're like mad. You're like, and God forbid somebody.
Oh, what? You guys are gonna judge me if I really drop one?
I shit my. God forbid I shit myself in the middle of Urban Outfitters. You're gonna judge me?
Like,
Okay. Okay, that feels like
real?
a you problem. I feel like Urban Outfitters, you're
I like
toxic.
it's like I grab one of the bags. Shit.
No, it's fast fashion and you're judging me.
Yeah. I'm judging you guys. This is disgusting already.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're girls. We got our feet on the table. Like things are
We got our
happening.
feet on the table. No, but so I was like really scared. Wait, oh my God. Wait, I have to tell you. So the other night, we're getting into stories before we like get into any of the topics today. The other night I had friends.
So what? I'm so scared.
You literally look like a fucking reptile right now.
I know. I am reptilian. That's like my.
No,
that's
you
my category.
are.
That's my like. What's this genus and species? One of my genus is
Your penis?
No. My genus is reptilian, and your genus is rodent.
Are you actually?
I swear.
Okay. So the other night, I had my friends come visit, and it was so fun because we're breaking in the new apartment. By the way, new apartment. Sick.
And it's coming together. It looks so good.
What? That's what I look like. I gave myself braids, and I wasn't
You
looking
look
at
like you look like Pocahontas if she went skiing, and just like that's kind of.
I look like I live in New Hampshire. Anyways,
yeah.
so I had the girls over for the weekend, and it wouldn't be my house if the toilet wasn't clogged.
Stop.
So
What?
it was the first night everyone was there, and I didn't clog it. And I'm not gonna say who clogged it, but everyone. Truly, this time it wasn't me. Anyways, I had to call my like management. Who is it? My
Super.
My super. Shout out Lyndon B. Johnson. No, his real name is Lyndon, but don't tell anybody that. And I text him and I go,
And you're like,
I go, Lyndon. My
You
I go-
walking into your parents' house with like parents' bedroom with a
No.
nightmare. Like
No, it's like, I
threw
threw up.
No.
So I text him, I go, Lyndon, the toilet in my apartment number isn't flushing. And he goes, okay, have you tried to flush it? I go, no, I'm scared. I go, Lyndon, I'm scared. You know what he did? He's like, well, I'm not home right now. So let me send down my wife, my brother-in-law, and all of our kids.
What do you mean?
And guess what happened?
No.
His wife, his brother-in-law, and 3 of his children came.
How old are his children?
Like 3 and 1. And
they're like, we're here to help.
and they came in and we're eating pizza and like this is the pregame they're walking into with a toilet overflowing.
Yeah.
And they come down and they're like, sorry. By the way, we gave our best friend Ruff for her birthday present one of the biggest dildos I've ever received
Stop.
in a PR package.
And it's out?
And it's out. And so we've got
So it's 3 girls. Wait, 3 girls?
It's like 6 of us.
6 people and a dildo.
Yeah.
And a clogged toilet.
And a clogged toilet. And they walk in and the brother-in-law flushes.
Shut up. And it just goes
Fine.
down.
It's fine. And then they're like, you lied. And I was like,
and you're
I
like,
was-
I don't know.
I was like, you know what? It's not about the lie. It's about
the friends
making
you made
it's
though
about
along the way.
but it's about making sure that this never happens again. Okay.
So there was just nothing wrong with the toilet?
No, honestly, like nothing happened. I was just worried it was clogged, but it wasn't. Like it really
Do
wasn't.
you not have a plunger?
No, because it ruins
Yeah.
the aesthetic.
So you traumatized some kids instead?
I traumatized, yes, an extended family.
Yeah. I wonder why they all came to the...
I don't know because they all live on the 5th floor. It's like you could have just left the kids up there.
Yeah, for 1 minute.
But at the
Or
same
no,
time,
maybe not the... But like there were 2 adults, right?
yeah,
So why
but
didn't
at
they divide and conquer?
well, I think one had to translate. They're from Albania.
Whoa!
Yeah, really cool. Yeah, really cool. So, anyways, that's my story. Oh, I have another story.
Okay.
Just from this weekend. Dude.
What?
I'm not going to drop the bar.
What?
I'm not going to drop the bar name, but I went to this bar.
Are we gatekeeping the bar because it was good or is it bad?
I'm gatekeeping it because we go.
'Kay.
And I have never in my entire existence of this career, I have never been bombarded the way I was at this bar.
What?
It was one person after the other.
And you're
and
like,
I-
I'm famous.
And no. It was, well, like,
They recognized you.
it was that. I was
Yeah.
getting recognized left and right, but it was like one after the other. And it was like as soon as somebody finished, another person came up. And I'm saying this because
Sometimes it's a domino effect
It
where like
is.
people then are like, oh shit, like I recognize you now because someone else recognized you and now I can say something because I saw someone say something.
it was, there were characters. There were this one guy, oh God, I don't even think I should talk about it.
Talk about it.
This one guy was like, okay, okay, here's the thing about having an internet crush. It's like you think you know them, right?
Yes.
Because like they're themselves. So like as a guy thinking that he knows me, he's going to come up and he's like, he's going to do like some sort of inside joke that I made,
Right.
which is weird.
It feels weird sometimes. Wait, but what was it?
It was, I don't even know like the inside joke. It was just like something intense. And then he like, I was like, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. And he's like, I'll come. And I was like, yeah, that wasn't like an invitation, brother.
Yeah.
Then I come back in and he's like, he like slides in. I'm in a booth and he slides in.
Oh, so you guys are dating?
No.
You guys were exclusive. Okay,
No.
keep going.
He
No, because
slides
you
in.
said be my husband and he was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he somehow took that the other way.
Yeah.
And he slides
When
in.
alcohol is involved, people forget like normal rules. Anyway, yeah.
He slides in and he's like, I think we should go get beers.
like now or like in the
I don't even know.
future?
And
I love him.
I was just
Wait,
like,
I ship it.
I was like, oh, I'm dating somebody. He's like, you only date one person at one time? Dead ass. He said it like
that's a funny. Okay, that's hilarious.
that. I go,
trying to convince you to like not
gaslight me. He goes, why? And I go, because I'm a good fucking person.
Yeah.
He's like, nah. And then my friends,
He's like, actually, you're not.
and then my friends were like, my bag's under you, to try and like get him away.
And did he leave?
He was definitely like his ego was bruised because
Because
my
he
friend,
got it. At,
well, yeah, and
that
it's just
point.
like, here's the thing. I understand the try,
he
But it's
wasn't
like-
picking up the cues, it sounds
but
like.
how do you not when I say that? How do you not?
Yeah,
Why
I've
do you
been
double
there.
down?
Yeah, it is interesting when men double down. I've had a double down before. One time I texted a guy and I fully like was like it was like very much like it was like the polite version of I don't want to see you. We had gone on one date, we hadn't kissed, like literally nothing. And I just like texted him and was like, "Hey, like I'm super busy right now. I don't have time to date." And then I was like, "But you know, like enjoy, see ya when I see ya."
Right.
It was very clear what the thing was.
Well,
and then he was like, "Can I come to a show? Also, do you want to hang out again?" Those like that was immediately. He just blew right through the rejection.
Yeah, he
was
blew
like,
through the stop sign.
"Yeah,
Well, even if you're not dating somebody and you're like, yeah, I'm dating somebody, like it doesn't matter. It's just like I said it.
well, yeah, it's obvious. It's just obvious that you're saying no.
Yeah.
Even if you're not dating someone, that means no. That's code for no.
You know what also happened?
What?
People wanted me to be like, they wanted to set me up
With someone that?
with their friends.
Why is it so horny right now?
It's because it's
It's
spring.
spring.
It's spring.
Everyone's being horny in the spring.
Yeah. Things
Well, that's
start-
kind of. I mean, that's kind of fun. You were popular at the bar.
No, we had to leave.
What? It was that bad?
It was getting too much.
Oh, it was like kind of crazy.
It was
wasn't,
like
fun.
17 people in an hour. I'm so
What?
serious. Yeah.
Because I feel like, okay, so like we go out a lot and we'll both get recognized and like it's actually super fun most of the time.
Sure, because they're like awesome people.
Yeah, I feel like I've had like almost like 99% like really, really good interactions. And like it does feel really good when people like want to say hi because it's like
Yeah, so it's so nice.
It's
I
so-
love
it really
I
is
love
nice.
it. I
And
do
I-
feel special. Thank you
Yeah.
for doing that, everybody.
And it's also like nice because we, you know, when you're on the internet and you post, it's like, yes, there are numbers and you know, like something went viral, something, you know, whatever. But it's a whole other thing when people like care enough to want to say hi to you and like want like when people say like, "Oh, I think you're funny," that actually makes my day so much better. I'm
For
just
sure.
like, because I'm like, that's what I'm really trying to make people laugh. And so when people like say, "Hey, like I think you're funny and you made me laugh," I'm like, well, there you go, job done.
But you want to know something I think about often on the flip
Yeah.
side? I think about like our guy friends in the industry. I think about like Aiden, or I think about the men who have. You think guys are gross?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this one thing. It might be debatable. Girls are hungry.
Yes.
They're
Girls will
hungrier.
go for it crazy
Way more.
style.
Way more.
Yeah. So,
Because we would.
Yeah, because also, well, the expectation is that guys, it's like, I think we've gotten to the point as a society where like you kind of know that like if you're a guy, there's like a pretty high chance that the girl's not going to be interested. So you kind of have to
Yeah.
tread lightly. And then if you're not treading lightly, then chances are maybe you're not self-aware or whatever. Or whatever the case may be. But but like the expectation on women is like, you're a man, you want to sleep with me.
Yeah.
That's what we are told from a young age. And can I just say, ladies, not true. Yeah. No, it's just not true. Like men, I have lots of guy friends. Guess what? They don't want to sleep with you. And that's fine. They don't want to sleep with me either.
Chris is going.
It depends.
It depends.
It depends.
Do you want to sleep with me, Chris?
We're
Yeah.
not doing this. We're not doing this.
Oh my God, we're literally
like,
doing
Fia?
it.
Who do you want to sleep with more, me or Fia? No! Anyway,
No, but I think I do think like if you look at a guy's TikTok and the Instagram or the comments there, and it's like
it's girls are like,
hello, and then it's like parentheses, I'm wide open.
yeah,
And it's
like they go so hard because it's also like hilarious when
Yeah.
a girl does that. If a guy commented on one of our footbar things like, "I'm bricked up right now," like I'm fully torqued, it would sound really different than if a girl is like, legs spread, bestie. It's like, oh, huh.
Yeah.
It's not like as serious or threatening.
That's so true. That's very true.
Because it's like, it's a passive thing. But I do think that like we've seen girls really go for it with some of our guys.
Yeah.
How do they handle it usually?
Oh, they make out with them?
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily from, you know how like the mustache thing of like, it's not because you're true of spirit. It's like that.
Oh, wait. Let's explain that.
Oh, okay. So there's this concept of the mustache.
It's a performative thing.
A
or if-
performative
yeah.
mustache. I do sometimes think that like guys feel pressured to be performative hooking up.
I think guys have performative tendencies with mustaches, jewelry, and shoes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Because it's all accessories.
Can I say something?
Okay.
You have a performative tendency.
I do?
Yeah, and you know what I'm about to say.
What?
Cigarettes.
Okay.
This is an
whatever.
intervention. Okay. Fia has decided that it makes her look cool.
I didn't say
if
that.
she holds a cigarette. And you know
I
what?
didn't say that. I
You're
smoke
a
them.
singer.
I do.
Watch-
I smoked 3 of them the other
Okay.
night.
Watch this girl hold a cigarette. You go, this isn't right. It's like
How does she
literally-
hold it? Can you like?
I hold it like any other Joe from Joe and the
This
Juice.
is my impression of it.
So it's more like the elbow like posture
like-
sort of because
yeah,
she's
she's
holding
just
it.
like,
Well, we
I'm-
talked about this
You little
before. I'm
I'm
very
smoking.
feminine when I am drinking alcohol.
Right.
Okay? So you hand me a cigarette, I'm going to look like I'm from the 1920s.
You look like you've never held it before, and you don't want to be there. You
No,
look like
that's
it-
not true. You
Can
weren't
you
with me
demo
this
it a
weekend.
little bit?
What?
I go like this.
Something
Why
about
are your
the
legs-
the till out. The
It's
till
all
out.
wrong. It's
well, my
all wrong.
fingers look like that in general. My fingers go like this.
Oh, all right. Yeah, but it's the whole wrist kind of is pointing out.
That's what I said last pod.
I
I
have a
said I
question.
do some weird shit with my
okay. That's the
wrists
drunk
at
feminine. Got
night.
it. Got it.
Fia's weird at night. Let's start there. And we've established this. We know this, and it's a true fact. I just feel like stop smoking cigarettes.
It's fine.
Why are you doing that?
You think it's really performative?
Yes, I think it makes you look like you're trying.
Oh.
When do you like
on.
start smoking cigarettes?
Like 2 days ago.
It was recently that
Yeah.
you started.
You can't start now.
Wait,
like you
when
missed
did I
it.
start?
You missed the boat. Like if you weren't doing drunk cigs in high school and college, you missed
That's
Like-
she's got kind of a case.
it. You can't
She's
start
got
now.
kind of a
I'm
case.
sorry. If you're starting now, it's like why?
What?
Because it's like because
know
it's like,
why?
it's not a part of your life. Like and also it's just bad for you. And also you're a singer. I'm gonna see red again.
Ew, because you know why? I think vapes are disgusting. I'd rather smoke a cigarette and look cool than fucking do some dumb shit like smoke a USB.
Yeah. But why do you either?
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but that wasn't the question.
A cigarette is like a sweet treat. It just is. It's just there sometimes. And you go outside and it's a social thing because you can the social thing about it is that you go outside with your friends in the chills, in the chilly cold.
Yeah.
And you light it up and you're like talking about what's going on inside with
And you know-
everybody else in there. It's
What if-
actually it's like a group.
What if you go out, hold the cigarette, don't light it. Just hang out.
That would be more pick me.
Yeah. You know what I do? I just go, oh, I'll just come outside with you guys. And then I just don't smoke.
Now look who's awkward.
No, it's not. I also don't drink most of the time.
I know.
I'm fine. I don't need to participate in you guys' tomfooleries. I'm good on my own. I have autonomy. And you do too.
I feel like you're pissed at me.
Yeah, I'm mad. I actually am mad. I almost like took that thing out of when we were out together and she started smoking a cigarette. She's like, wait, grab me one. And I literally was like mad. This is an intervention. I'm mad. And actually chime in the comments.
Yeah, idiot.
Are you guys mad at Fia for smoking?
It
Yes
actually
or no?
helps my rasp, my singing voice.
You don't want that.
Anyways, let's get into what we really wanted to get into.
No, I
today.
want one more opinion, then we can move on.
Oh
Chris,
no,
what
I'm
do
on
you think?
Fia's team.
No.
I'm on Fia's team.
What?
Sorry.
Thank
But she
God.
started
Sorry.
late.
Yeah, but
Whatever.
Whatever.
I'm a late
Whatever.
bloomer.
drunk cigs, it's fine. It's fine. They don't count. It's true. Sorry.
They don't count. I smoke like 1
Sorry,
to 2.
you asked. You didn't have to ask. You
Okay,
asked.
now who would you hook up with?
Um,
Did you just do a thing at the end of that?
What?
Did you dip your shoulder?
No, I just like
She dipped
I
her
was
shoulder.
laughing.
Run the tapes back. Anyway.
Me flirting. Is that me flirting?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
speaking of while we go out, you know what's a huge pet peeve of mine?
Hit me.
When I don't know if we talked about this on the last pod, but when somebody comes up and goes, "You don't remember me? What's my name?"
Oh, that makes me want to actually. Okay, yeah. Or you know what I hate too? When I lead with, "Hi, I'm Yvette." Because I will always do that because I don't want to ever embarrass anybody. And then people will be like, "I know."
Oh.
And I'm like, and then not introduce themselves. And I'm like, I obviously only said that because I don't know your name. Or I wanted to be abundantly like safe.
I always
What?
introduce like the person I really know's name.
Yeah.
And I
I go, "This is Fia."
Yeah, this
and then
is-
you go, "Hi, I'm Fia." It works every time. It's
it
so
does.
good. It's so brutal. I'm so bad at names. But yeah, it's like, why would I like don't assume, and that's not bad. I don't think it's even mean. It's just like we all meet a lot of people, we all see a lot of things.
Yeah.
Are people still getting mad about that though? Like if
Yeah,
you don't remember
well,
their names, really? They're getting
It's
offended.
weird. It
Less
is
so now
weird.
because I think people are aware that I'm a comedian, and I think there's like an awareness that I would meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like people sort of have that baseline when they meet me or when they've met me again.
I will introduce myself 5 times to a single person.
I'll never remember anyone ever.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh, I
just
don't.
that's a flaw I have. You remember people. You're good.
No, I don't remember anybody
It's
ever.
so hard. I remember you. That's all I have.
Yeah.
Like genuinely.
If I saw Chris in a
fucking
crowd, I
yeah.
don't think I'd even
Alright.
spot him.
Well,
What? No, Chris isn't real. Like,
If
what
I
is he
saw
I
at?
Chris
guess.
in a crowd, I wouldn't
It's
even
cool.
spot
No,
him.
I'd be like,
That's
I don't
fine.
think that's him.
I'm gonna smoke so many cigarettes tonight
Me
just because
too,
of that. Because
dude.
you made me so mad.
I wanted to actually get into something
Roll up
today.
your sleeves. Oh, there already.
They
are.
already are.
I wanted to get into something today.
What is it?
You're gonna be so annoyed by this.
Why?
Because I just feel like we could really riff on this, and I have a lot of things to say, and I want to talk about it
'Kay.
because it's important to me. And we're going into spring, and I think this is the season of it.
I'm scared.
Froyo.
Oh, what?
Going into a frozen
Wait.
yogurt shop is like truly like. Did we talk about this?
No, but I saw it in the note. Wait, so why would I be mad?
Because sometimes when I offer like innocence, you are like you're like, yeah, show hole. Yeah, I'm gonna show hole instead. How can I make this?
You know what's funny? You know what I actually realized today? Your sense of humor, okay, is Greek yogurt. Okay.
Simple.
My sense of humor is like that's
Oh
just true.
my God.
What? Bleep it. It's like we're all so sensitive.
Just 2 types
I'm
of
a-
girls.
There's 2 types of girls. There's nice, sweet, innocent. Like
I
I'm gonna
wouldn't
keep.
say I'm even nice and sweet. I'm just simple. Funny,
You just
simple
little
things.
light things like make you laugh. And I think that is such an exceptional difference in us and our personalities.
Yeah.
I like to go there. I like to just go, like the stuff that makes me laugh. I'm like, I want to feel something right now. That being said, I love Froyo.
I love Froyo, and I'm going to talk about it, and we're going to open up this
No,
conversation
I want to
right
talk
now.
about Froyo.
Here's the thing
Put
about
it in my ass.
it's like I can't have anything.
I don't know why you thought this was gonna go bad.
It's gonna turn sour.
I want to talk about the existence of humanity and life itself. Like, is that so much? Is that crazy? Keep going.
Froyo
Yeah.
is a magical place. I don't know about you, but growing up, we
Yeah.
had an orange leaf. You know
Okay.
what that is?
No.
It's like a pink berry.
We had red mango.
Okay.
It was an institution.
Okay.
Our Froyo's out though, I feel. Like it's hard to find them.
And listen, I'm bringing it back.
No, I love Froyo. I miss it.
I'm
It's
bringing it
so
back
yummy.
because there's nothing like walking into a frozen yogurt shop
in
it's
middle school.
in middle school and you have like $16 cash on you and you're like,
Yeah.
let's go to fucking town.
It's 2011. Life has never been better. You have your allowance.
It smells like
fruit. I want
fruit,
Froyo so
but
bad
also
right now,
like
actually.
burning pipes because like the machines are overworked. You know what I mean? So you
and
walk in.
and also you this self-serve with the pulling the thing down. That's home, baby.
This is what I would do. This
Hit
is what
me.
I would do.
What is it?
I would get the normal size cup because if you did the bigger size cup, that was a bucket.
No, that's
Not
insane.
that's not humanly possible
No,
to consume.
who's getting that? Also, it's like infinitely more expensive. I think. I never even. I was like, I'm a middle class. Like we don't do this.
I would go over and this is my order and I'm gonna just list it off. Here
Yeah.
we go. I would go for the tart vanilla
Yum.
base.
Shut up.
Then I would go to chocolate,
Yeah.
second base.
Yup.
Then I would go to vanilla,
Crazy.
third base, and guess what I would top
Wait,
it
so
with?
you do 3 flavors.
4, baby.
4?
Then I would go to cake batter, and I'd leave it on cake batter. And then I would turn around, I'd pivot, and I would get strawberries,
Yum.
cheesecake little bites,
Crazy.
Heath Bar Crunches,
My mouth is watering. Keep going.
Reese's Pieces,
Uh-huh.
and I think that's it. And then it would come out to be $35
Yeah.
because they weigh it,
Yeah.
and I would eat the whole thing
That's because you can.
because that's kind of
Froyo.
dinner.
That's dinner. That's healthy.
It is dinner, but
Ugh,
that's
yum,
what I would do, and it
probiotics.
would make me so happy. And I think about it all the time as an adult, and I'm like, duh, I just want to go to a frozen yogurt shop and just like fucking,
Can we go after this? Can we find one?
just like loosen up in there, you know?
Yeah, I just want to let it rip.
What would be your order?
I would do like a fruity tart sort of flavor, and then I would just literally get every topping.
So you would stick to one?
I'm pretty sure I would. No, well, there usually weren't that many. I don't like chocolate, so I was a little limited.
I forgot you hate fun.
Yeah, of course I hate fun.
Yeah.
I hate chocolate flavored things. I like chocolate, like a bar of chocolate.
I just pulled out 2 of my eyelashes.
Why did you do that?
Because it was itchy.
How does it feel now?
Better. Wow, they were long.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just feel like there's not something that's I
That's
can't
replaced it.
Yeah, nothing has
That was
replaced
like a third,
that.
because you know what? That was our third space.
Yeah.
In literally like 2010, 2011,
Yeah.
everyone was at the yogurt shop. It was a moment in time. Was it for you?
Yeah, it hit.
Thank you.
It hit.
We also
We all had our first kiss at a yogurt shop or a hand job behind one.
Mm-mm.
Which one did you have?
I had a hand. No, I was too small and no one wanted me to do
You had
that.
your gallbladder all fucked up.
Yeah,
and
I couldn't
stuff.
do shit like that. I didn't have a gallbladder that worked. No, I think I didn't kiss or hand. I think I was aware of other people.
Can I tell you something?
What?
Why did everybody in middle school want a hand job?
Because they didn't know what it was, and so they were like, "That seems like a good place to start." Also, boys when they're that age are just like. Also, you know what else? Okay, now I'm gonna take it there, even though you asked me not
God.
to.
Can we have one episode?
No, we can't. Okay, because men were getting addicted to porn then.
Uh-huh.
That was like
Oh yeah.
that was when they found it, like in that age range, and that was also like family computers were like just and like it was now like maybe you had your own laptop. The iPhone was about to come out.
Yeah.
And like some people were about to like that. It was like all in that range, like where we were about to get
Well, the family desktop
The family
is where
desktop.
they would watch it.
watch porn. Yeah, but just like they'd
Watch
find a way.
corn.
Sorry, corn. Where they'd watch.
Say
Zops.
one more time.
It was the family desktop where they would watch corn,
Corn.
and yeah, that was when men would get addicted.
And that was sort
was
of
the
the
start of it.
origin story
Yeah.
of it.
So then they were like, okay, what's my entry point into this? Getting an HJ, and maybe an OTP.
Ooh, OTP. So one time I went to Maine with all my friends, and I had a high school boyfriend at the time. And
How old
we,
are you?
15.
'Kay.
And we hadn't done anything yet aside from make out. And
Wait, why were you in Maine alone or with?
no, we were with our friends' parents, but
Okay,
they
thank
had
God.
like a lake house, and there were 2 lake houses. One was like a small cabin, and one was the main house, and we were all in the small cabin. But the
Whoa.
boys had to, or the girls had to sleep in the main house. Whatever. We were.
You had a co-ed friend group?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, you were a cool girl.
Like
high
this was
school.
like maybe freshman year, maybe even 8th grade. I don't even know. And I just remember everyone was like, "Are you gonna get Jeremy an HJ?"
Because you
And
were the only one in the
Yeah, I was the
couple.
only. Yeah, and I was like, "Guys, I literally don't even know what that is." And then everyone was like, "Do it, bitch!" And I was like,
You better do it. You
he-
gotta do it.
and he's like,
Do it or you're a fucking pussy.
he's like, "You don't have to do it."
Did you do it?
I think I like went near it, and then I squealed and ran out.
Good.
because
That's
it was like,
that's what
I'm
you-
a child.
That's what you're supposed to do at that age. That
I'm a
means you're
child.
healthy.
Why is everybody in their like the mom of the group was like, why aren't you doing that?
Are you guys boyfriend girlfriend? Yeah, maybe you should
This
be
is what
giving HJs.
happens.
Let's touch some peen.
No, but yeah, no, middle school was interesting. Also, there was this one time in middle school that I convinced everybody that I saw ghosts.
Because you actually felt like you saw a ghost, or you were trying to mess around.
I think it was a bit of both, and then I felt like I really could do it.
You're like, this isn't true, but it feels true.
And then I was like, wait a second.
That's your origin story. Wait, did we talk about how you convinced me that two of our friends hooked up on the pod yet?
Yeah, something I love to do is lie.
Yeah, and we've been through that. And I've never been the recipient of a lie. And then I was in LA, and Fia sent me a photo that was so
I was there
convincing.
for part of this happening. It
So
was great.
convincing. And then so she goes, two of our friends are hooking up. And I go, what?
And then I
Sends
sent-
me a photo of the two of them, and they're talking real close.
Yeah.
She's like, they're all over each other. They're making out on the dance floor. I was like, holy shit. And I'm like in LA, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm missing this. And then I literally was like, are dynamics going to be different? Like, our
Yeah.
friends are going to be different? Like, wow, what's going to happen? Maybe they'll date. And I was like, holy cow. The entire night goes by. A week goes by. 2 weeks go by.
Yeah.
I have this knowledge. I'm
She's
like, two of our
home
friends-
now.
I'm back home. I'm like, a lot's happened in my life. A lot's happened here. I'm like, cool. Yeah, I guess like that's who's they're hooking up, and that's. And then I go, so, and then we're all about to hang out, and I say to one of my friends, I'm like, so, is it gonna be weird to see him? And she was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, oh, we didn't hook up. And then Fia was like, oh yeah, they didn't hook up.
Yeah, I just lied.
That's fantastic.
That was a good one.
I just like to sort of sprinkle in some white little lies because one, I think it keeps everything a little bit, everybody and everything motivated.
Yeah, I was silly.
In some way.
Yeah.
And
I wonder, did that plant any seeds in their minds?
ooh,
Do you think they will?
a little bit of a White Lotus situation? Did you watch the latest
Yeah, I
episode?
did.
I haven't. Don't tell me anything.
Let's go watch it again.
Can I say one thing?
Say it.
I think I could be casted on White Lotus.
I want that. Can we make that? Can we put that on a vision board? What if we both get to go on?
Put it on the jute.
Yeah, I'm writing this down on the jute behind us. I want to manifest. Get me on White Lotus.
Wait. Also, sorry, I keep bouncing. My bad.
No.
But talking about the jute rug, I remember the other night we went out right after. I think it was the podcast day, and we went out. And I think I had shared to everybody that I had a conversation with that day and
that
night
the rug was a
that I
problem.
had severe anxiety about going home to my jute rug.
Mm.
How is it? How is that journey?
It's aired out a little bit, but sometimes like now I'm worried I'm just used to it.
Right. I could come over and let you know. No, I know it's really hard. I'm worried that the jute rug gave you brain damage. Like, that's my fear. Like, strong smells are not good for you.
I know.
That's usually a sign of something negative.
I spent a lot of time with this one. I can confirm there's probably
There's
been
probably
some
brain damage.
Brain damage, yeah.
Maybe that's why you're smoking cigarettes. Because you have fucking brain damage. Got her ass.
Fee, you want to go smoke a cigarette? Leave her
Yeah.
in here for a little
So
bit.
stitches.
This girl.
You could come out with us still, and it
Yeah,
won't
you
be
can
awkward.
come out
I'll
with
stand there like
us.
this, arms crossed, like
this.
yeah, that's me. Look at what I look like. That's me. That was always gonna be me. You think anything else?
Hanging with the cool kids now, bitch.
Hell yeah.
I somehow ended up with cool friends, and I honestly don't know how that happened because I'm like the least cool person alive. I'm like literally so lame. I'm like, I don't want to drink. I don't want to do drugs. I just want to go home and write my little stories. And then you guys were like, let's smoke cigarettes.
Okay, that's not
Your
how
impression
it
of a
goes.
cigarette person is awesome.
A cigarette person.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You're a
gonna call
cigarette
it.
This
person.
conversation in general is scaring me
Why?
because it's not making any sense.
Where are we losing
He
you?
said cigarette person.
Cigarette person
That
is
doesn't
what
make any
Yvette would call
sense. You're talking about
Speaking from my point of view.
Yes. Sorry, I spoke from a woman's point of view for once. Jeez.
oh my god, we're not going there.
I'm flipping the table mentally.
What else do you have on the radar?
I've been thinking about how decision making is permanent.
Well, that leads into how I think I don't need therapy anymore.
Oh, cool. Okay, can I say something about therapy? It's where you're supposed to graduate at some point. That's the thing with it.
I think my therapist really. Hold on. Let me just say it. I think my therapist loves me. And I think I'm her favorite. And I think she wants to really hold on to me. Because I was like, I think I'm going to like block it out to like every other week or 2 weeks. Or
Yeah.
She's like, I think it's really important if like we stay connected.
Wait. But that's actually like not what she's supposed to do.
Because she loves me. I'm telling you.
My
I
therapist.
give
when
her goss.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Give her freaking gossip. She's like, what happened low key?
That's fun.
And I'm like, hi, Key.
I do feel like my therapist is excited to talk to me when
I'm telling you,
we come
she
through
is.
because we have some good stories to share.
Oh God, I mean, please, I have fabulous little stories just to
Yeah, we have
share to her.
exciting lives that are traumatizing at times, but like things are happening and they're good. I feel like
Things are moving.
there's no way I'm not like at least in like the top 5 like most entertaining clients.
Do you make them laugh?
I never make her laugh because most of the time I'm crying.
I make her giggle.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like a waste of your time, right? Or
No. I mean, I say things and she like. It's like when your kid does something wrong, but it's really funny.
Stop. And she
you have to like
laughs.
turn away
because
and
you'll
like
like
cover your
deflect
mouth.
and you know what? Sometimes I tell my therapist jokes in my set as they come up like in context for other things. Like if I told a joke and it blew up my life, for example, then I'll tell my therapist what the joke was. That's really the only time I've done it.
Yeah.
And she'll laugh at the joke and she'll be like, "That's really funny."
See?
And I'm like,
There's nothing like it.
it is enjoyable.
What would you do if you saw your therapist out in the wild?
I'd scream and like hide. I don't know. Something
Oh,
about
I
that
would go right up to her and I'd be like, "Should we do shots?" No,
Oh
just
my God,
kidding.
stop. No, that would be, I feel like I have such a professional relationship with her. I just like love that that's like a boundary and we only do Zoom.
You love boundaries.
Oh my God, I love boundaries. Do you not?
I love boundaries, but I'm just trying to be fun and like smoke cigarettes right now.
Yeah, okay.
It's like I love.
No, I'm like obsessed with boundaries. I'll like take people seriously when they give me their boundaries. Like I don't even.
Yeah, but you know what? Can I say something?
What?
You're not great at setting your own.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I would never set a boundary because I feel like if I do, you won't love me anymore. Duh. Anyway, so I'm thinking about decision making in your late 20s. Things are getting real, don't you feel that?
I do feel that because I hung out with my friends who are married, basically. One is married. Oh my God, we went out to this Bushwick bar and my friend was trying to kiss this other guy. She's single.
And he's just from the bar?
From the bar.
Whoa.
And
Whoa!
yeah, no,
We can still do that?
birthday weekend. Come on.
Whoa!
So she's like, I want to go kiss that guy. You have to come wingman. I'm, by the way, one of the worst wingmen there are.
Yeah,
Okay.
that doesn't
I'm not
surprise
good
me.
at it. And I make everything really awkward and uncomfortable. So don't have me on your wing.
Because also when we're out, I'm the one that has to like drag you up to somebody or like even you have trouble like asking for like salt at a restaurant.
will not.
Like that's not your.
Yeah, I will not be doing it. So she's like, come up with me. And I'm like, no,
Terrible call.
Abby needs to go. And
Yeah.
Abby dead ass like flashed me her hand and goes, I'm married. And then
That
you know
doesn't-
no, you know what happened? My lights went out. And it was like that scene where like a bomb goes off and your ears start ringing and you're like everything's in slow mo. Because she's like, I'm married. And I was like, what? Wait, what? That's crazy.
Like you just forgot. Like you didn't like think about it until
I
then.
was like, there's somebody married here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I love her and I love her love and I love everything. But it's just like, it hit me like a bomb went off. And I was
Yeah.
like I got blown to bits.
Yeah.
And so she couldn't go over. So I did have to go
Well,
over.
okay. Can I just say one thing though? She could have gone over.
No,
That
no.
has nothing to do with.
I think what it was is like sometimes when you're having a wingman, you are having to put some flirt on.
Right.
And that's another thing I don't want to be doing either. But it's like,
Yeah.
It's somebody's birthday. It's like,
Yeah, we're trying to be good friends.
I mean, I did stay with her at the bar so she could make out with him.
And she did.
And she did. And
Look
then
at that. So your winging did work.
it did work. And then, well, no, she did it all
kinda-
on her own. And then it was sort of like I was security.
Yeah, you just needed to walk
And
up
I was
with
just
her.
like, 5 minutes?
No,
and
literally,
she's
you're
like-
like a chaperone.
Sorry.
You're
at-
such a good friend.
No, and it was 3:00 in the morning. And
No,
I
yeah.
was like, baby, we gotta go. And she's like, and I'm like,
You know what's one thing too though about like us when we go out? I will never leave you.
no, I know.
I would never. I don't care what's happening.
We're in the
I-
trenches
No,
together.
no.
dog.
We don't leave each other. That's
Sometimes I do leave you and I do feel bad.
when.
I left you at Mulberry.
Oh, that didn't count
Okay.
because that was like I was at work, kind of.
Okay.
It was a different color.
Okay. Sometimes I worry about that for myself, and I'm like, am I showing up? Oh, did you hear that? That
Yeah.
was my throat. My throat wanted to say hi.
Yeah. Yay.
It went. "Ah." It went. "Ah." Little baby in there. A little baby frog in my throat.
You have such a beautiful imagination.
No, I really do.
You just like don't need anyone. You're just like good. I like don't have that
It's the
at
clown
all.
in me.
Yeah, you're just kind of like
Wah, wah.
a goofy. You're just like your wheels are turning. You're just like thinking of stuff always, and that's really fun.
But you verbally think.
I'm spewing.
I do a lot of physical comedy. You do a lot of verbal comedy.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
You're smart. That means you're smart. This is all just a product of Jim Carrey, early years.
You really are, and it was
So-
that and
Who?
we saw him. We see him all the time.
Sebastian-
Adam Sandler.
Oh,
Yes.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Thank you.
He goes,
We always
I
see
can't
him
do
in
that.
Soho. Shout out Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
Love
we
you.
always see him in Soho.
Wherever we are in Soho, whenever we're there, he is also there. Like we've seen him.
It's been like
so
4
many
times. That's past 2 is
and
a lot.
we've never said hi either.
I know, but I
Which
think
it feels like I don't. Yeah, it would be too much. And no one says. I feel like that's the good thing about New York is that like people like we don't really.
You know who I saw today?
Who?
Claire Danes
Oh,
come out of a cab while I was filming today.
that's sick.
She just got out.
How'd she seem?
She was in a rush. She started running down the street.
It's me.
I
That's
know.
hilarious. You know what I do? Well, we were talking about getting recognized earlier. I am always when I'm in the streets of New York. Okay, I am either take it off.
It's
actually.
100% cashmere. My bad.
Whoa, and no shirt underneath.
Nope.
Raw skin, sweaty, risky.
Damp.
You hand wash that?
I don't know because it's 100% cashmere and I've never done anything
Hand
with
wash,
that.
hand wash, and you gotta. Oh my god, I just shrank one of my cashmere sweaters. Shrank it.
Butter yellow one.
No, that one's not cashmere. I think I'll put that in the wash and it will fall apart entirely. But no, it was like a beautiful sweater and it's one I wear all the time and I shrank it. But then I learned for a second and similar sweater that I have in a different color. Doesn't matter. You guys, what I'm trying to say is that when I'm on the streets of New York, I am either crying or running full speed because that's what it's like being a New Yorker, okay? And people recognize me sometimes on the street. And I will be crying or running. And I just don't know if that's like really off-putting to people because they're just trying to be nice.
You just gotta be you.
Yeah. And I just need you to know, like, I'm okay. Like, if you are listening to this podcast and you recognize me and you saw me crying and running or one or the other, I just know that it's all good. And I just like to do those things. What's happening here?
I have something in my eye. And it's been, can
The whole
I
time.
be honest with you? It's been the whole time,
It's
and
been the whole
I've been super fucking brave
so
about it.
brave. Your stomach hurts and your eyes falling out? That's crazy.
What have you learned? What have you learned this week?
This week, I learned patience is a virtue. I've learned I don't have to be perfect to be loved.
I've learned.
Oh, I've also learned that I like. Sorry, wait. I want to say one more thing
Sure.
because you paused for too long.
No, sure.
I learned that I just want to be working. I like work. It makes me feel happy and fulfilled.
Good.
And so I don't need to do like the social stuff that I feel like I should be doing because other people are doing it. I want to do what I actually want to do.
Do it.
And I hate fun. So why would I try and have any?
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
I learned that Joe and the Juice and I have
Sucks.
literal beef
Yeah, they can kick
Little
rocks.
bit-
Kick rocks.
like this.
yeah.
I see that guy on the fucking street. Boom.
Mm-hmm. Done.
Don't
It's lights out, actually.
don't
Don't you
ever
dare.
give me another fucking tummy ache again. I swear to God.
It's overpriced. Keep going. What
Are
else
you-
have you learned?
I think upcoming, I'm going to be out of town, but we do have a really fun guest coming on for
Yes.
next pod, which I'm so
Yes.
stoked. You want to say who it is?
Should we say right now?
I think we should.
Yeah, we can say right now. That's gonna. If you made it this far into the episode, you might as well get a treat. It's Paige
Paige
Gallagher.
Yeah. So our sweetie little girl Paige she's going to join us next week.
Yeah.
Or this week, sorry, before I leave.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
I'm going to Colorado, and I'm going to LA.
Yeah, we're swapping. You're going to LA now. It's your
Yeah.
turn.
Bye,
Yay.
hun.
Do you have any announcements?
I'm out of luteal. I'm back.
Oh my God, I had the worst PMS this month. It was crazy. Like
This month was really
burning
difficult.
things out.
Really difficult.
And I'm glad you were there with me because, geez, Louise, I was tough.
The announcements are just that there's more greenish rooms to be had if
Yay.
you have listened this far and you're an artist and you want to get friggin' checked out by me in your green room, just let me know.
Yay.
And new music. That's why I'm going to LA. So
Yeah, you're cooking.
I'm gonna just be cooking in the kitchen for a little bit.
Yeah. And I, as always, am doing stand-up. So look at my website for next dates. I have a monthly show in New York City, so make sure you keep into loop at that. And I have new guy friends on every show. And I also work on new jokes. And I'm gonna be touring other places soon. Sneak peek, watch out Chicago, I'm coming at you.
Chicago.
And also London, I'm coming.
London.
Woo! So I'm gonna publish
This
those soon.
episode is brought to you by London Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, both.
Did you see Sabrina Carpenter get Eiffel Towered? I'm so
What?
serious.
Oh, she's doing like crazy shit.
No,
at
I love her.
concerts.
I love her. We gotta go see her. Oh, we're going to SZA.
Yeah,
Anyways, okay. Guess what?
you guys, we have to go.
We have to go. But
We're gonna get Froyo.
we're gonna go get Froyo.
Wow,
But guess what?
we've always said that.